Hey, Doug. What are you doing?
I'm standing here.
See? Already. That's
I'm
not...
standing here. We've been discussing the fact that you always say that everything's ours. Okay? It ain't my store, it's yours too. No, it's not. None of this stuff is mine, but I work here all the time. And then when it gets time to close the store down, I got to close everything out. I got to stock all the coolers. I have to do all the ordering for the store, but it ain't my store. Okay?
But it is yours too.
You know, and then I mean, it's all of ours.
Yeah.
But then you will
live
go and
here
make a
just
big
as well.
financial decision to purchase a house or a building or whatever, and you don't ask me nothing. You just do it.
That's such a fib.
It is not.
You know,
a
I
fib,
told
Becca.
you that I wanted to get that place
You
for my
told me
mom.
you wanted to get it, but
And
you
we
didn't
have
tell
been
me
trying to get that place for like 6-8 months.
You told me you were wanting to get it, but you didn't tell me you did get it. You just got it. You didn't ask me if I wanted it.
Yes, I
No,
did.
you did not.
Yes, I
No,
did.
you didn't, Becca. You're making up stuff now.
You're
You
fibbing.
never asked me if I wanted that place, and I never told you I did.
But whenever we was over there and just away from here, didn't you say you liked it that time?
It was
Watching a
relaxing,
TV
Becca,
show?
but the fact of the matter is I've tried to warn you about getting in debt. You should be trying to get out of debt, not into debt.
I am trying to get out of debt.
How you
That's
doing
why
that?
I buy the stuff. Because you got to spend money to make money. That's a given.
No, Becca, that's...
How you going to make money if you don't spend no money?
But you don't get in debt spending money, Becca. You don't go get in debt. No, what you do is you save your money and then you pay for it. Then you're not in debt.
But if we don't spend the money to make the money, we
No,
can't
you
save
spend the money here in this store buying stuff in this store that you can sell.
Whenever we pay for my stuff, your stuff, Zach's stuff, Dustin stuff, Crystal stuff, Dad's stuff, Mom's
My
stuff.
What stuff? My stuff?
What stuff? Oh, let me see. What is the last thing? Your car registration was the last thing. Your newspapers that cost $50
And I told
a
you
month.
to cancel it because you're going to throw it up in my face, Becca.
No,
Cancel
it's
the paper.
not throwing up in your face. You're the one bringing it up. This place and every other thing, the estate sales, the lockers, all that is to get stuff, to sell stuff, to make money, to pay for this stuff.
But the thing about that is, and this is, I want you people to hear it is, we got a big warehouse up here.
This is the treasures. This is our family.
It doesn't matter who they are, okay? I mean, this is just about truth, Becca. You got a big building up here that we're paying on, okay? Just full. I'm talking about full of stuff. I mean, I would estimate at least 100,000 items.
I thought it was more like 1 million.
No, Becca.
I bet there's 1 million things up there.
Not 1 million items.
There's little things up there too.
Yeah, if you count like a BB or something. I'm talking about.
BB.
I'm talking about the
And there's stuff in the trailer.
Yeah, the
14 by 70 trailer.
Down there full,
the office trailer, that's your stuff.
Yeah, but that's
the whole basement is all your stuff.
The difference about the office trailer is that it is stuff. It's parts. It's conduit. It's water pipe. It's stuff that we use to repair
that
stuff.
When we need stuff, we have to go to the store and still yet buy it because we can't find the stuff.
No, that's because you won't give me the time.
I think
Becca.
they're ready now.
Who?
The customer that's been there.
Well, why didn't you say something before then?
I think it's Kristen. Huh. Anyways, he was just a little bit irate with me this evening because of the stuff. Which I do got a lot of stuff. But it's not stuff that I keep. So I'm not a hoarder because I don't want to keep it. I want to clean it, list it, sell it. I mean, we just don't got no help because it's hard to find help. And then we got some more clothes in that people just come and bring here. And it's nice stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know why he talks the way he does sometimes. But, I mean, I can see where he gets aggravated because of the stuff. But, we got stuff to sell. Let's pause until he gets back. So, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Okay, about the building up here with 100,000 items or more in it.
1 million.
There's no 1 million items up there, Becca.
Have you counted them?
No, I haven't counted them, but I've worked up there enough. Something you haven't done. You probably ain't been up there a dozen times since we had the place.
Oh, that's so crazy. I used to go up there. That's where I listed everything at the beginning.
Well, you still ain't done it in a long time. That's been a couple of years.
Well, no, that's because I've got lots of other things to do now. I have eBay stuff to do. I have YouTube stuff to do.
No, it's because
I worked here all day today until after the Sabbath, after it got dark.
That's...
After staying up all night over at the house and coming over here at 7 o'clock in the morning, laying down for a couple hours, and then getting up and watching the store all day. Which now I'm tired and ready.
A golf clap, Becca,
that's not right.
Yeah, it is.
I'm always working just the way you do.
Look, you bought all that stuff. Again, you done it on your own.
You better watch where you're pointing that finger, little mister.
You done it on your own. I went down there
get that smirk off your face.
My guts out, going
I know you do a lot of lifting and stuff. I ain't stupid. That's a lot of work.
There's another contention.
We're discussing.
But you don't talk over somebody, Becca. That ain't discussing.
Because then you don't ever quit talking, and I never get a word in edgewise.
Well, you don't want to challenge me. So I've got a right to bring my defense out, and then you can give me a rebuttal. But until then, zip it.
Right, sure.
Well, I know that ain't going to work because you talk over me all the time. I'm just saying, look, you buy more stuff, and whenever I could have been going up there during the summer up here, is you always got something wrong or something that I can't go up there. Well, because you can't watch the store, Becca. I can't be at both places. Okay, and then you buy more stuff, and you say, well, we're going to make our money back. Well, we're not going to make our money back, Becca.
Why?
Okay, you're going to put some on eBay on there, okay?
I've already done it. I've done it.
All right, you got that stuff on eBay.
1, 2, 3, 4 boxes
and we
of
sell
stuff
what?
already.
A couple of items a week. I needed to be up there while it's warm.
Right, and you might be up there tomorrow while it's warm.
While it's cold.
No, tomorrow's warm. It's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow.
Really? Well,
anyway. I checked the weather.
Okay.
And it ain't like that I want to be here watching the store because I'd rather be over at the house.
That's exactly right. You don't want to be here watching the store, Becca, because if you did, you'd do it.
That ain't even true.
It puts a big knot in your craw.
I lived here since I was 2 years old, besides the times that I moved away. Whatever.
You never worked in this store, Becca. Look,
I've never worked in this.
I know your daddy and your mama, and you the same way you always been.
What?
You won't. You're a schemer.
I'm a schemer?
Yeah, you sat in this office in here and you try to figure out how you can get somebody else to do it.
Well, I would like for someone else to do it. I wish I had help other than you to do it. But we don't. It's just you and I.
Well, no, Becca, it's called...
And I do things. I'm working all the time, all day and all night, too. Just different types of work. I'd be carrying those boxes, and I used to work for Doug in North Carolina when he was doing his refrigeration contracting stuff, which he is very good at and skilled at. But I worked for Doug. And you know what? He carried his little pad around, his little order pad, and write-ups, receipts and stuff. Guess who toted the big old heavy toolboxes? Even up ladders.
Bag back it with the toolbox.
A heavy tool bag then. Okay,
right.
Who done that? And then the little Chinese guy at the Chinese church, you know what my nickname was? Was Superwoman. You know what the Mexican lady said? She was like, no, she don't do that. She's a girl. Doug looked right at her and says, if she wants a job as what she's doing, she's got to work as she's doing.
No, what I said was, if you want to be a lumberjack, then you got to carry your end of the log. If you want to do this kind of work, you want to be in a man's job.
And I did it.
Otherwise, stay in something that you do that you ain't got to lift stuff. Okay?
And I did it. I worked for him.
If it's a man's job, a man's world, and we're out here doing the gut-wrenching work, and you want to do the gut-wrenching work, well, then do it.
Well,
otherwise,
I did it.
Go back to knitting or working in the kitchen or whatever. Or sitting behind a desk typing or something.
That's what I do now, and you still say I don't work.
No, Becca, but you know what? Again...
But I do other things, too.
Again, this is your business.
This is all of ours.
No, it's not. It's your business. Be a business owner.
If
Becca.
I die,
take responsibility.
If I die,
be an example.
If I die, who is going to have all this?
The only thing I'm going to have, Becca, is I'm going to have managerial supervision over it, but it's still going to belong to somebody else. And
it's always going to belong to someone else. It's never going to belong to us. You got to pay taxes on your stuff, or they're going to take it away from you. And we all have to die.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about inheritance, Becca. Somebody else is going to inherit it, and then you expect me to stay here and keep running it and doing all the work and giving the money to them. Well, I got news for you, Becca. That ain't going to happen. They're going to have to grow up and learn how to manage this place on their own. And to be responsible. And if they can't, then they're going to lose it. Because you know what? I'm 60 years old. I'm not getting any younger. Man. And I'm not going to keep working myself to death, man. I mean, until, I don't mind working. I like to work. But it's not
I think this is a pretty cushy job, though.
To take care of them, grown people.
Well, no, it's not. But, we get stuff in return as well. And their family.
Well, it doesn't matter, Becca. They're grown. They're not just grown 20-year-olds. They're grown 40-year-olds. Okay? And they need to learn to be responsible. All right? And if you can't learn that, then there's consequences for it. All right? I mean, I don't want to sit here and work 6 days, 7 days a week, which I pretty much, decided that I'm going to, I ain't working 7 days a week no more. But I'm not going to keep working 6 days a week until I go into the grave for somebody to just, for them not to do anything.
There you have it. That's why I get all my stuff, so that way we can have a lot easier, because we have stuff on eBay and it
just can't get across to you, can it, Becca?
No,
if you open
I'm
your eyes,
trying to make a retirement.
Well, I can tell you what, you can forget that. If you open your eyes up, have you opened your eyes lately, Becca, and looked around?
Oh, I try not to look around too awful much. This world's crazy.
Well, Becca, there ain't going to be no retiring. I can tell you that right now. We'll be lucky if we can get scrounge enough food together to eat.
Possibility.
It ain't no possibility. It is coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. And if you listen to what's going on in the world, you'll know it's coming. And I've tried to tell you that.
But you can't fret every second of every day like you do.
But what you can do is you can use some common sense.
I have the common sense. You don't remember.
You don't have common sense.
You have the smarts.
That the Lord gave to a billy goat. I can just tell you that right now. You don't. Because this is what you want to know. I mean, the scripture tells you this right here. It says a wise person sees trouble ahead, and they go around it, they avoid it, or they prepare for it. Okay, instead of going and getting yourself more in debt, you should be thinking about the stuff that people are going to really have to have.
Food and shelter.
You can't eat that. You cannot eat that.
I can eat that food I got over in the house,
and
I can live in the house over there.
No, you can't if you ain't got the money to pay for it. If the banking system collapses and you got no money and you can't pay your taxes, what do you think's going to happen?
Well, if the banking collapses, then even the rich people go poor. Right?
No, the really rich, the real ultra rich, Becca, the elitists, they're not going to suffer.
Why?
Because
if it collapses, their money's in there too.
Because I can tell you right now, again, you don't look at what's going on. You know what they've been doing with all this fake money? They've been doing this forever. They take fake money, okay? They make and print this fake money, and then they use that money to buy up all the hard assets, gold, silver, property,
stuff that you
land,
really need to have.
Food.
Well, yeah, even my daddy got a letter.
All that stuff with this worthless paper. They buy all that stuff with worthless paper. Okay, while people are going out here buying stupid stuff that these people are getting rich off of, like Amazon and Walmart and all them, they're getting filthy, filthy rich. And they take that money that they're getting off of these people and they invest it in hard assets, real assets. Okay? And they don't just go get a loan on it, they buy it outright. Okay?
That's the best way to do it if you got the money.
There's a lady out here in Texas. She inherited, her husband was an oil tycoon or whatever, and she inherited a big estate, billions of dollars. She just bought 900,000 ounces of silver and 100,000 ounces of gold.
Smart move. Because
they know that the banking system and the monetary system that we have now is getting ready to collapse.
I think everybody knows that.
Well, then why would you go out here and buy stuff on credit, knowing that you can't buy it outright?
Even if the banking collapses, people are still going to buy stuff. They can buy my stuff.
How you gonna buy it?
They can buy it with their silver and gold.
But you ain't got it. They do.
I will have it when they buy my stuff.
Yeah, if they do that, they might just decide to let you just completely collapse and say, "Oh no, we're going to wait until you ain't got nothing, and then we're going to buy it for nothing."
Perhaps.
Or the state will. The state will take it over because you can't pay your taxes. Because to me, seeing what's coming ahead, I would invest in food, and I would invest in armament. But now
food goes bad, and we did do that, and we got food we bought probably 6 years ago.
Yeah, and that's long-term food. Back then, I wouldn't be telling people that.
Anyways, so I'm gonna get off here. We was just wanting to see what y'all think. He gets after me a lot, I understand a lot of him, but you got to enjoy life too.
Becca, we work all the time, so I don't see how you figure we get any enjoyment out of life as far as
I get enjoyment looking through my stuff.
Right, stuff, Becca.
That I'm going to sell and make our retirement.
Forget that. What I'm talking about is that you cannot spend every penny that you have and not have nothing to fall back on. Stuff happens, Becca. Things that you can't prepare for or can't notice coming that happens in life, man. Like compressor going out.
The freezer going out, 2 ice cream coolers going out. And that ice cream cooler that we just got went out, and it ain't even ours.
Yeah, unbelievable. But see, that's the thing about that.
Yeah, but when are they going to bring it?
They'll probably bring it this week. But at least, it's on them. It ain't on us.
Okay, anyways, we got to go because my video is getting too long, and I like it loaded today. But
anyhow,
don't you swish your arm at my treasures like that.
I'm not
you
saying
can do it to me, but you leave my family alone.
Sage of wisdom, but at least I've lived long enough to know, because I've suffered for foolishness with money, and I'm just telling you, when you don't prepare, you get caught with your britches down every time, and you suffer for it.
I love your treasures.
I just said, it's the wise person who sees trouble ahead and avoids it or prepares for it or goes
You're
around.
Wise, but you're grouchy too. I just want to say that.
But it is the fool who rushes in and suffers for it.
I call Doug a fool occasionally, not very often, because I always let it slip whenever he gets me really irate, and I'll say, "You're a fool." And he says, "Don't call me that." That's like his worst word, I think, isn't it?
Well, we just ain't supposed to call people fools back.
But I don't mean it in a harmful way. I just mean, would you be quiet for a little while? But anyways, he takes sort of offense to it.
You're the one that gets me stirred up. I usually sit in here and mind my own business. I don't say nothing. I just sit in here and watch the store.
He will sit in there and talk to you guys. He'll do his little videos now, and I'm proud of him for doing that. Because I think that talking about the word and his truth and all that is his hobby. That's his enjoyment, and he loves to do it. And he gets so dramatic when he does it. And he'll stand in here and he'll talk to customers like that. He'll talk to people all day long. I say, "Doug," and he's, "Oh, what do you want now?"
Yeah, because you don't realize that I hear Doug come out of this office back here 50 times a day, and I got to get up and come in here, but she can't get up and come in there. And I'm not.
That's because I got a broken foot. I got actually probably 2 broken feet and about 8 broken toes, to be honest.
Because, for one, you got this junk everywhere in here, and you won't clean it up.
That's not junk. That's stuff that's got to be listed.
You won't list it. That's why all this stuff's in here. I brought all this stuff down here for her to list. Oh, I'm going to list all this stuff, and it's been sitting here for the last 8 or 10 months. So
Not
that,
true. I make boxes and he'll take them up there.
You ain't
He's
made a
telling
box
one.
down
No,
here.
I don't sit here and do it all day long now because I have this to do and I have over at the house and I got stuff over there I can list too. But I do things. But he's forgetting my foot was broken for over a year, like really bad to where I couldn't do anything. I was in misery.
They put a boot on your
A
foot and you
boot.
wouldn't leave it on
They
there.
put a 50-pound boot on top of my broken foot that was broken on top, and all that weight went down on it.
Becca.
Doug,
You're-
now, Doug, tell him the story of the squirrel, because you done went over my limit. Yeah, let's talk about the squirrel, Doug. Come on back in here, Doug. I don't think he's going to come back in here. I love you, treasures, and I will see you on the next one. Remember, you're all beautiful. Mwah.